After you've documented the issue, the next thing to do is notify your landlord about the issue or issues you are having, even if you think your landlord knows or should know about the problem. You also want to document all of your communication with your landlord or anyone else you speak to about the problems in your apartment. If you communicate with your landlord by text message or email, you already have a record if you need it later. Keep in mind you should write any of these messages as if they were going to be read out loud in court someday, because they might be. If you speak to your landlord or anyone else like code enforcement by phone, keep a record of when and who you talked to by name and what was said. If you speak to someone at code enforcement, be sure to get the person's name. One tip, you can send yourself an email and reply to that email each time you document a conversation that you've had with someone. You will need to give your landlord a reasonable amount of time and access to the apartment in order to make any repairs. What's a reasonable amount of time? It could depend on a lot of facts. Is the problem urgent? For example, a complete lack of heat in the winter, or structural problems that could hurt you or someone else at the property. In the case of an emergency like a fire or a gas leak, you should call 911. Is the landlord making repairs him or herself? If so, is the landlord qualified to make those repairs? Hiring a repair person or a company might take longer depending on that person or company's schedule. Either way, your landlord should respond to you, let you know what they intend to do to fix the problem, and work with you to have repairs made. And what is reasonable access? If you have a written lease, you should check that lease. But generally, a landlord is supposed to give a tenant between 24 to 48 hours notice before entering the apartment for repairs, unless it's an emergency. Another tip, if you do have a written lease, you should know where it is or have a copy that you can access at all times. This is another document that you can take pictures of with your cell phone if you have one, and then you will always have a copy of your lease in your cell phone.